Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a plant update video. I have some very interesting updates for you guys this week. And so let's get started. We are going to start with my Easter cactuses first. So here are my big Easter cactus right here. So you can see this guy is growing, which is amazing. I did check these this morning. The water's still fine. I don't need to put any more water in these guys as of right now. But look, it's growing new leaves. It's amazing. With Easter cactuses right now, all you're concerned about is them getting enough water, getting enough sunlight, and just growing new leaves. That's all you need to be concerned about at this point. So here's a couple other Easter cactuses. We got this guy who has grown a couple new leaves since last time. And this guy might be dying on me. It's a good possibility. That tends to happen sometimes. But if you want to replace it, all you gotta do is snip off like one of these leaves. You just snip it off at the leaf and then you just put it in the soil and it will grow a new one. So it's not too difficult to replace it. You won't have to go out and buy another plant to replace it if you wanted to. You just snip off a leaf, put it in the soil and let it grow. That's it. Which is what I kind of like about Christmas and Easter cactuses. You can do that. It's very interesting. So here is my big Christmas cactus right here. As you can see, this guy is growing. It's not getting any colder yet down here in Florida. It should around the end of the month or so. But as you can see, this was a leaf that fell off and I just put it in the soil like that. It's right there, it's in the soil and it's growing. So that's all you have to do if you want to replace a plant. You don't have to go out and buy it. Just cut one of these off, stick it in the soil, and it's fine. That's how you grow more. But yeah, this guy is growing lots and lots of leaves, which is amazing, which is what you want to see right now. And when it gets colder in your area, you want to put it in a cold spot where it's going to get a lot of cold air, or the coldest room in your home. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set them right by this door back here because a lot of cold air will come in through here, and I'll just close the curtains and do that during the night and then bring them up in the morning, and that will tell that to start producing flowers, and you will see the beautiful flowers come out. It's gonna be so amazing. I can't wait. So here's this Christmas cactus. So yeah, this guy's doing so well. It's got a few new leaves coming in, which is amazing. Love it. So what you want to look for right now is just growing in leaves. Make sure it's still growing the way it's supposed to. It needs to make sure you're checking on it on a daily basis. Like I have a routine. I come in here, I check them every morning just to make sure they're good. But yeah, definitely like be checking on them every day, make sure they are not, the soil's not completely dry. I wait, because they are a part of the cactus family, I wait till the soil is completely dry before I water it again. But if it's still a little bit moist, you don't have to do anything about it. And so this guy is doing quite well. We got this leaf that's going to fall off soon. You could cut it off if you wanted to. I just don't really want to. I just let it fall off when it wants to. So, but you can go ahead and like snip that off or pull it off, whatever you want to do to it, but I just don't want to. But we've got new leaves coming in everywhere, which is amazing. Yeah, so for the Easter and Christmas cactuses, I wait till the soil is completely dry. When the soil is completely dry, that's when I will take some water from the tap. I don't have any special water for my cactuses. I just take that water and just pour it in there and yeah, soak it up all over again. So now we got my aloe plant over here. It seems this one, I have two. I have this one and I have this one. But this one over here seems to be dying, and this one not so much. It's still growing. No signs that it's giving up either. So this one's going away because you can feel it. Yeah, it's definitely dying. So I'll probably have to take it out of the soil so it doesn't affect the other one, because the other one is still nice. So take it out, try to separate it as best as I can without damaging the other one and let the other one grow, because yeah, this guy is not going to make it. because down here where it should be nice and firm, it's very, very flat and very, very papery. So it's telling me it's going away. So I will have to separate that from the other one, because the other one is nice and healthy. Just make sure it doesn't try to, whatever it has takes over to the other one. Don't want that. Okay, so now we are going to move on to my Phalaenopsis orchids. What I did this morning, before I decided to make this video, was to check each individual orchid. I checked the water level, I checked if the water was clean or not. I changed all of the waters because they all needed to be changed. I checked the root system, make sure the root system was good. So any dead roots are already cut off. That's what I do every single time I change the water, or when I fertilize it, I just make sure the root system is as best as it can be. So we got this little guy right here who is growing this flower spike right now. It has another leaf right there coming in. So hopefully we'll see these two start to fold up like it has done in the past right there. It also has this nice new leaf coming through, and the root system is looking good. On almost all of these I had to cut off a couple of roots because they were dead. The way you can tell between a dead root and a healthy root is if the dead root, you touch it and it squishes in between your fingers when you're not putting that too much pressure on it. A healthy root will stay nice and firm. No matter how much pressure you put on it, it'll stay nice and firm. So if it's not a firm root, it's a dead root, and you need to cut it off to the point where the root becomes firm, or all the way up to the base depending on the root. So here's this guy right here. We got this nice leaf growing. We got this nice flower spike growing right here. Again, the way to tell if this is, usually you can tell by the color, but I still feel it just to make sure it's nice and firm, kind of like doing the roots. Make sure it's nice and firm. So yeah, but usually it will turn like a yellow brownish color, indicating that it's dying off, which is normal. It's what happens. They'll grow it out, and then when they don't need it no more, they'll let it go. So, but we got these beautiful leaves coming in. The root system is doing quite well right there. Yeah, so everybody's looking good today. So then we got this guy right here who has this little bitty flower spike right there. But we got this nice leaf coming in. We got this area root that keeps growing. And then we got all these roots down here that are growing. Everybody is looking good. I got another area root right here. I got one right here. But everything else is looking good with this guy. So now we're going to move on to my biggest Phalaenopsis orchid that I currently have. And I mean, it's big. Yeah, it's this really, really big guy. Got this big flower spike that's still in condition. It's still going strong. That's what I kind of like about Phalaenopsis orchids. They can last very long with a flower spike or flowers. I believe the longest is a year. So I'm pretty sure it's been over a year since this guy's been growing. So it's still going strong. I'm not going to cut it off or anything. Then we got this nice big leaf coming in. And we have this nice beautiful root system, and my area roots right here that are growing out. Yeah, so the thing with Phalaenopsis orchids, you have to have plenty of space for them to grow. You can't have them in cramped areas because they are going to get bigger. These are going to get bigger and bigger. Some of the roots are going to want to grow out of the pot. That's just the way they are. So now we're going to move on to my baby right here. This is the smallest one I currently have. So as you can see, this guy is growing. Got this nice leaf right here. We got the root system doing quite well. It's not telling me any signs that it's in distress or anything. Because if it was in distress, the root system wouldn't be growing, the leaves wouldn't be growing, but everything seems to be looking good. And here is my final Phalaenopsis orchid right here, this beauty. So we still got this little leaf that's growing, kinda, sorta, but everything else is looking good. I got 2 roots in the water at this point. I have a 3rd one that's starting to come down. So the more roots I have in the water, the better, so it can grow. But everything else, these are looking good. So next, we're gonna go outside before it rains, because it's gonna rain again. I'm gonna show you the mother aloe outside with her babies, and my poinsettias, and my rose bush. I'm gonna see how they've done since last week. And I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay guys, as you can see, we have the mama aloe right here. She's doing quite well. She's growing lots of new leaves. Everything is looking good, and her babies are doing quite well as well. It's been raining the past couple of days, so they are getting lots and lots of water. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 6 babies now. But this is the mother because she's so big and everything's looking good. So if you want to get an aloe plant, just know that they will reproduce some babies to grow around her. So just keep that in mind when you're going to get an aloe plant. So now we're going to move on to the poinsettias. So here are the poinsettias. We got this nice healthy one that I like. But then we got this one over here. As you can see, it's starting to die off. So I don't know what's going to happen with that one. But we got this beautiful poinsettia right there that is growing wonderfully. No signs of distress. Like maybe signs of little bugs eating at the leaves. But other than that, everything looks good. So here's my rose bush. As you can see, some of the leaves have died off. But it looks like it's trying to make a comeback since it got some water the last couple of days. And I did water it last week. So everything is looking good for the rose bush. I'm hoping it makes a comeback because I really like having a rose bush in the front yard. So we'll have to see over the next few weeks how it goes. Okay guys, we just came inside from seeing all the amazing updates outside. I'm a little concerned about that rose bush right now, and also about the poinsettias because it looks like some bugs are getting to them. I'm hoping it won't be so bad, so that way I can show you the reproduce of their flowers and how pretty they are for Christmas time. So there's a hope there. The aloe plants outside are doing quite well. So that is going to be it for this week's plant update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, share to grow our community, and subscribe if you're new here. I do these videos every single Tuesday. And hit that bell so you're always notified when I put out new videos, and I will see you guys next week.